Hey, my name is Declan Nugent. I'm the owner of Activator System, and what we do is we install predictable client acquisition machines into medical clinics, aesthetic practices, and wellness sites. And today in this video, what I'm going to be walking you through is how we scaled clinics, weight loss, and medical spa campaigns and saw fantastic results. So I'm going to explain how we engineered an 80% cost per lead reduction and a 13x ROI across multiple campaigns using Meta, Google, and automation. And just kind of jumping into some of these stats at the top right here, we saw an 80.3% cost per lead boost from $8.95 per lead to $1.76 across all Meta campaigns. Consultations increased by 52% as a result of our ad performance. We also saw a 360% lead increase when we saw Google Ads cost per lead drop by 44.6%. Overall, we saw a 13.2x ROI on our efforts for this client, and we generated them 464 new clients across all of their offers. So just a brief introduction into Activator System and what it is we do. Every clinic is unique. So why settle for cookie cutter marketing that fails to deliver real ROI? Our core belief is that every medical spa, aesthetic clinic, wellness practice deserves a custom growth system, not a random ad spend or set of creatives. And our approach is built on precision, automation, and measurable outcomes. What we do is combine Meta, Google, and CRM optimization into one predictable client acquisition system. So you can expect agile scaling, local market dominance, and a strategy that is tailored to turn your offers into consistent high value bookings. Now, our objective and strategy goal for this client was to create a predictable lead generation system across both Meta and Google that could scale consistency while lowering their cost per lead by over 70%. So our campaign goals were reducing acquisition costs across multiple offers, increasing weekly consultation booking volume, and proving the system's reliability across multiple offers, clinics, and service types. And our strategy was installing the Activator System Growth Framework, which combined Google, Meta, and CRM automation into one unified system. And the strategic pillars that we pulled to create leverage here were Meta ads. By increasing the awareness and retargeting campaigns for this client, we engineered local relevance for them and emotional storytelling to get buy-in from their audience. With Google Ads, we had intent-based targeting for high-converting local keywords. Automation, by installing immediate follow-ups via SMS, email, and booking links, our speed to lead was fantastic. No leads were able to fall through the cracks. And through our creative optimization UGC concepts, our testimonials, and transformation ad formats, we tested and saw great performance lift from all of their advertisements. So, just an overview of the client company. They are a private medical aesthetic and weight loss brand, and the company's focus is providing expert care, visible results, and an elevated patient experience with the primary goal of helping clients look better, feel better, and live better. And some of our initial findings were that they had strong service offerings, but limited market visibility and no consistent acquisition system. So we developed their brand messaging, creative direction, and paid advertisement strategy simultaneously to establish presence and drive immediate results. Now, with limited data and tracking in place, rapid testing became our top priority. So we refined their offers, we optimized their creatives, and used real-time data from Meta and Google Ads to continuously improve conversion rates and lead quality. Now, jumping into our strategies for success, we focus on four main things. And these four main things for this client were paid media. We needed to drive actual qualified leads to their brand. We needed to have emotional buy-in from their audience to set them apart and actually create a brand. So we used user-generated content and proof-based messaging to actual generate buy-in from their local audience. And then with organic and retargeting, we needed to create a social ecosystem that layered proof together along with our direct advertisements so that they understood what it is they could actually find with this brand and why they should trust them. And then automation and follow-up. Doing all of this is great, but if we had no process to convert on all the leads we generated, it was all for naught. So installing all of these practices simultaneously is what allowed us to create a predictable system. And talking about a predictable system, this is our 6-step ad process, our competitor research and offer mapping protocol, funnel and messaging strategy, ad creative testing production, campaign launch and targeting setup, performance tracking, and then client support and transparency. You can have access to all of this for your business. All you need to do is book a free call with us, and we'll send you a document much like this one that has all of the process laid out step by step, what it is you can expect for your audience, what we think would perform best for you, and an example breakdown of what you should do to see the results that these clinics are also seeing. And we'll send that to you for free. All you need to do is book a call. We'll also send you some other goodies as well. Now, going into the performance of these campaigns, the first campaign was a weight loss product. So we saw fantastic results. 2,413 unique opt-ins to this product, 617 unique opt-ins to the VSL, which resulted in 125 bookings. And then we split test some of them as well to get 55 on another as well, which is fantastic, right? The funnel generated over 20,000 unique visits and averaged a $2.89 to $4 cost per lead. And the conversion rates were extremely strong. 29.5% opt-in rate, 55% booking rate, and a 70% on the booking clone variation. So scaling profitability was at every stage, and we had multiple avenues to actually test and get better. Now, jumping in as well to what tracking looks like, right? And so this is how we actually track all of our data. We track all of the data so you understand what it is we do and why it is we work. And so understanding tracking the true totals of your spend allows us to keep track of how this is performing, our cost per lead, our actual qualified leads that we're booking, cost per click, click-through rate, and the landing page conversion, so we can actually make marginal improvements. 1,001% marginal improvement is 1,000% improvement. And so that's our real goal. A lot of little improvements day by day to make sure your brand is performing better over time. Now, the second campaign that we ran for them was premium medical spa offers. So we allocated a small portion of their budget to audience testing as they wanted to launch some new treatments. And by adjusting ad copy and placement frequency, we were able to reduce wasted spend on a typical testing campaign. So their cost per lead was actually lowered by nearly $20 on around, 1,000 plus in spend. And so seeing the spend right here at 2,359, and we actually got them a ton of leads as well. But the best part about this is we made 90,000 impressions. So even if we don't convert upfront with all of these leads, building their social ecosystem is what allows them to grow long term. And so this was a great use of their spend. We were able to get leads for cheaper while also building up their social ecosystem. The third campaign we ran was another medical spa service, and we saw a massive cost per lead reduction here as well. So we spent around $1,500 and ended up getting them around 13 cost per lead. And so that's fantastic, right? We're getting them over 100 leads per month for just a spend of $1,500, dropping it by over 26%, while increasing the lead volume 10% month over month, which would only increase as we continue to refine moving forward. And just a performance summary of this as well. And so moving on, after we got them around the 1343 cost per lead, we ended up testing one more lead generation funnel for them by engineering a complete funnel strategy on around $200 of ad spend, generating them around 41 leads at a cost of $2.67 per lead, just to validate our ad framework for them, to be able to show them it's consistent, scalable, and predictable across multiple campaigns and verticals. And the reason these campaigns work so well is due to these ads. We used a mix of both real clinic creatives, both static and video, to actually show authentic results and build instant credibility. And so each ad focused on simple transformation-driven messages that turned awareness into book consultation. This blend of realism and precision dropped the cost per lead by over 80% on multiple campaigns, along with installing some retargeting ads as well to get the people at the bottom of our funnel to see an impressive 8x ROAS on the people who drifted towards the bottom of the funnel. Now, what are you waiting for? Be our next case study. So if you want access to what this process would look like for you, and like I said, an example ad template document, we'll go ahead and throw that in there for free. All you got to do is book a call, and we'll walk through what it is, what this would look like for your business, We try to give you as many resources as possible and point you in the right direction if you want to generate more consistent bookings for your medical clinic, spa, wellness practice, aesthetic site, whatever it is your business is. We're confident that we can totally help you out. Like I said, my name's Declan Nugent. I'm the owner of Activator System. Call below if you'd like the same results.